Hello, everyone. This is Lisa Brown with Ink and Inspirations, and welcome to day 2 of my Stampin' Up! Mini Catalog launch, September to December 2024. I am so glad you are here. If you are watching now on, let's see, what would be today would be Thursday, September the 5th, then this is a video that is a premiere that is going live. And if you are on YouTube and you log into your Google account, you can participate in the live chat. So I hope you'll do that and say hello in the comments. Would love to hear from you. If you're watching that, welcome and thank you for watching the replay. You can also comment below the video and ask any questions, and I will get to you as soon as I see them. All right, we are on our second day of highlighting a new product from the Stampin' Up! Mini Catalog. And today I have 3 products I want to show you, a bundle and 2 of the papers that are probably 2 of my favorites. It's hard for me to always pick a favorite of paper, but the more I work with this one, the more I love it, and I think you will too. It's very nostalgic, and it is part of our Give Back program from Stampin' Up!, and I'm going to tell you about that in just a minute. So sit back and relax, post any questions you have, leave a comment. Would love to hear from you, and we're going to get started. So I'm going to get on my screen where you can see it better. Okay, here's the catalog, and the first thing I want to tell you is we are going to be using the Christmas Labels bundle. So when I saw this, I knew I had to have it. Number one, I love beautiful fonts and sentiments, especially for the holidays. And these are so versatile. They have so many different feels to them. So we have To You, Believe, Warm and Cozy, Peace on Earth, Celebrate the Holidays in All the Ways, Love and Joy, Hope Your Season is Filled with Magic, Winter Wishes, Merry Christmas to You, It's a Hot Cocoa Day, Sweet as Sugar Plum Candy, and Be Merry. And the dies that coordinate with this are these beautiful labels, 4 labels, easy to cut. And this stamp set and die collection set are going to make for making very beautiful but very clean and simple cards. Okay, I can see me using this quite a bit, getting different looks with the designer paper, and we're going to make one of those tonight. And I think you'll see what I mean by, the designer paper is going to just really set off the sentiment. And as we work through this and then with this stamp set and die set during the next several months, I think you're going to see that. So I hope you love it as much as I do. So let me open up the catalog first here. And I want to talk about this sentimental Christmas paper. So it's on our opening, some of our opening pages called Making a Difference. And with each purchase of a pack of this paper, Stampin' Up! Is going to donate $3 to organizations dedicated to making a difference in children's literacy, I should say. So I think that is a great cause. Being a former teacher, I know how important that is, and I'm sure you do as parents and grandparents, or just growing up yourself, that reading and the understanding of reading and having the opportunity with many books and many things to read is just makes a difference in your whole educational system and your success. So I'm really, really excited about this, and I'm super excited that the paper is so awesome that you're not going to be able to resist it. So let me find that paper here where it's okay, here it is. It's part of the Sentimental Christmas Suite collection. And here are the different papers. I'm going to show you this in real life on the camera here in just a minute. But they're beautiful. I love the colors. I love the versatility of the prints. So let's take a look at it up close. All right. First, we have this vintage looking Christmas stocking. So pretty. You could use those stockings on its own. Fussy cut those out and use them. Little ribbons. I just love it. And then look at this with the border around all four sides would make this very easily to use for card fronts. But look at this as a scrapbook page too. Isn't that awesome? And you can see the snowflakes in the background, just very, very light. So very pretty. And look at the color. Don't you love that vintage feel? And look at these trees that are candle lit. So very pretty. And I love the color. And on the back side of this, we have a stripe. I believe that's shaded spruce in here. So that's a beautiful diagonal stripe. Here's some ribbon. Reminds me of ribbon candy. Very pretty in the red and white. Let me look at the colors that are listed here. It's basic beige, basic black, cherry cobbler, crushed curry, early espresso, garden green, old olive, pecan pie, poppy parade, pretty peacock, and shaded spruce. So our two reds in here are poppy parade and cherry cobbler, which I love. Look at the little deer and the little birds. So cute. And that snowy scene. And then the back we have some snowflakes on pecan pie, which I thought was very interesting, but I like it. I like the look of it. This is the pattern we're using tonight on our card. I love it. Look at these candles with the pine branches beneath it and decorated with little berries and ornaments. And then here is another beautiful page like that would be awesome for scrapbooking. Okay. But you could also cut it and use it for a card too. You could, here would be a nice card front. You can cut here, you know, strategically cut where you could get that lantern. Just beautiful. I can see me using this a lot, like I'm using it tonight. So anyway, can't wait for you to see that. Next, I want to show you another paper that I'm just using a tiny strip of it for the inside of the card, but it's gorgeous. It's on the Season of Elegance Suite Collection, page 25 in the mini catalog, and it's this beautiful colors, peacock, red. Let's see. I'll get the colors here in a minute. Let me show you it in real life. Okay, so we have basic beige, cherry cobbler, crumb cake, gray granite, Lost Lagoon, mossy meadow, old olive, pretty peacock, real red, and gold. Look at this. Okay, and the back side is just, without the metallic, is just as beautiful. And this, look, you could cut this, okay, and use for card fronts. Ooh, I can see so many possibilities. And then the back is in the same colorway, but without the metallic. Look how it has the drip. Okay, I guess it was dripped down this way. I think it's fascinating how they come with the designs. Okay, here's one in the green, old olive, I think, and mossy. There's quite a bit of gold on this one. And then a beautiful wash distress look on the back. This one again, you could cut down here and use, you know, for card fronts. And then there's the back. And then here's another basic beige. Beautiful. Just gorgeous. And then another green. Not as much gold on this print, but pretty. I think that would make a pretty scrapbook page, like a photo here, and then the back. Okay, so you see what I mean? Just gorgeous. So that is a specialty paper there because of the gold foil on it. The cost point is a little more, but you can see it's gorgeous. And I'm glad we have 2 of each sheet of these colors. Okay, so it comes with 12 sheets. So 2 of each pattern. Awesome. Okay, and then let's see, there's a sentimental Christmas paper that you must have. And then here is on page 40 is the the Christmas labels. It shows you the labels here. Look how they use that paper with the lantern. Isn't that pretty? And see the label and the sentiment itself in those beautiful fonts is just stands out on its own. You don't need much else but some beautiful paper behind it, and you're good. Okay, so this card is a quick and easy, like I like. There's some die cutting. I already did some die cutting. Here's the card we're going to make, okay? And there's that strip of that specialty paper that I used on the inside there. And I also used it for the label. So let me show you. On these labels, I have found myself cutting multiples at a time. Like I'll put all 4 dies and just cut them all so that I have them ready to use. And I will show you, like for this is the die for these labels here. And so if I'm going to layer these, I can cut one of these apart and put the center over here, which is what we're going to do. So let me show you. You just take and snip. There's already a slit there. So you can just line your scissors up with that and cut through. And then you can save the little filigree and use it on a different border, because look here, you could glue this on top of another cut label and use it like that. Okay, so let me cut off the bottom and then come over here, and then we're going to stamp on this and set that aside and let it dry a bit. So I'm going to set this aside. Beautiful paper there. I'm going to put my little die back on the magnet sheet. Okay, so this is going to go at this angle. Okay, so you want to be sure you stamp in the right direction. So let me get, where's my stamp set? Season of Magic. And I'll get my clear block and mount it on here. It's photopolymer, so we're good to go with positioning it. I'm going to put my foam mat underneath it, line that up, and then I kind of play with it a little bit before I stamp. Don't even ink it up yet. I'm going to see, it's going to go on pretty straight, okay? But when you put it on here, it's at an angle, okay? So don't try to stamp it too much at an angle. Put it straight in front of you and then just tilt it a bit. So this, I decided to use Peacock, Pretty Peacock. So let's ink this up. And then line it up here. It's angled just a bit. And there we have it. Super simple stamping. Okay. Then I'm going to let that dry just a little bit, and we're going to work on the base of our card. So I decided to go with Cherry Cobbler, 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. Okay. And then I have a piece of that beautiful sentimental Christmas paper. Okay, those candles. Cut 4 by 5 1/4. The back side, see how I cut this? That would make a beautiful card front too. This is the one where the lantern is on here. Okay, so that's beautiful too. I love this though. It's so vintagey. So I did this, and I wanted it to stand out a little bit more from that Cherry Cobbler. So I cut a piece of basic white, 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And to save on paper, I went ahead and cut 2 labels from this bundle because it's not going to show. Okay, 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And then I'm going to glue this behind the designer paper and watch it pop now. See the difference it makes? It just really stands out with that little bit of border around it. So I'm going to take my liquid glue and put some glue dots around the very edge. Well, not the very edge, but close to it, because I have a border around that I'm going to adhere this to. Okay. All right. And then I'm going to do another treatment, my ribbon treatment first before I put this on. So you could do it on the designer paper itself, which is what I did on the first one, but if you put the cardstock behind it, it gives it a little more weight and sturdiness to tie your ribbon around, and it looks fine. So I'm going to take this. This is some beautiful ribbon, new ribbon, satin, easy to tie, and it's gorgeous. I love it. I wish we had it in more colors. Deer Stampin' Up. Beautiful. I love the metallic ribbons for and the glitter ribbons for Christmas and the holidays. Okay. Let me see. I'm going to leave it on the spool because I know about how much I need to leave here to tie. And I'm going to tie a bow over here on this left-hand side. So I'm going to try to get it where it's not twisted in the back. We for sure don't want it twisted in the front. That was a tongue twister. Speaking of twisted, now I'm going to tie my bow. So pretty little bow. Trying to get my tails to go one down and one up. Let me go ahead and cut. Oops. And cut at an angle. Oh yeah, that is just so pretty. Okay, so I'm going to leave it like that. See if I can turn that down a little bit. Tie it. Yeah. Alright. So now, you see how the back, you can't tell we've got that cut out. We're going to go ahead and put this on the front. Again, just a little bit of glue. Go ahead and label that on the front. Layer it, I should say, not label. Okay, I can still slide that down just a tad. Here we go. Okay, so now let's work on our label. So really, I can see where you could mass produce cards like this by doing all your cutting and all your layering first, and then die cutting all of your labels. Go ahead and just punch out a bunch of these in basic white to put in the center, and then do some on this metallic paper. Look how pretty that is. Okay, and so that is going to go right there over top. The ribbon is so soft, and the satin is that it doesn't add a lot of bulk to your card for mailing. All right, let's go ahead and put this on. I want to put a little bit on this filigree to hold it down. Let's see. So I'm having such good luck with my glue because I'm down to the end of the bottle and it's not coming out. I'm squeezing, but it's not coming out a lot at a time, and that's very nice. Okay, so I'm going to put the label here. See how pretty that is? Don't y'all love that? Okay, so now I'm going to take, for the inside, I took a 1/2 inch by 4 strip of this paper, that specialty paper, and I'm going to line it up on the bottom here, and I'll have room to write my message on the inside. Let me see, I'm going to put it up about a 1/2 inch from the bottom. And then you can put this on the inside. If you wanted to stamp another sentiment, you can. I haven't decided yet if I want to do that. But I know I usually like plenty of place to write because my handwriting is kind of large. Okay, now I thought gold would look really pretty here. So I've got my blooming pearls, and you probably could have some gold sequins, or you might could even color rhinestones. So I'm going to put one here and a little one here. These little pearls carried over, and I love it because I've used, especially like these gold ones, you can tell they're almost all gone. Okay, all right. There is our card for today. You're going to be seeing a lot more from me with this Christmas label set. I hope you were on my email list. Let me get that up here. You get a free online class when you sign up, and my newsletter that went out yesterday, my September newsletter, has another precious card with this, and it only goes out to my email subscribers. So be sure you sign up using that link, screenshot it so you can get over there and get on the list. And what I'll do is throughout the month, if I see you're a new sign up, I'll go ahead and send you the first email of the month, which is my big newsletter that has at least 3 project ideas in it every month. Okay. And to shop, you can go to that link. That's my online store, and I appreciate it if you would consider shopping with me. If you do not have another Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, would be happy to help you and work with you and go on this great crafting journey. This is the fun season, y'all. Not that it's not all fun, but I love crafting for the holidays. So, and I think most of you do too. I've heard from you. So, anyway, thanks so much for being with me, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Tune in. Tomorrow will be Friday, September the 6th. And tune in at 3 p.m. Central. That's 4 Eastern. And I'm going to have another project for you. And I will see you then. This is Lisa Brown with Ink and Inspirations, inspiring you to create, share, and make a difference. Take care. Bye-bye.